Hi everyone, it's lovely to see you again, and we're doing another SRT clearing today on abuse, family abuse in particular. Those that have suffered from abuse at the hands of their family growing up, whether it's mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, grandparents, whatever. So concentrating on clearing programs and blocks, emotions, feelings, buried things that are unexpressed. And that will also include post-traumatic stress, pain, shock, terror, trauma, that kind of thing from abuse suffered at the hands of the family. So without further ado, let's concentrate on the charts down here and let's get stuck in. So I'm just checking who I'm working with, which is the God team again for the purposes of this. Let's just shine the light a bit more. There you go. And it's running out for the group clearing 0% positive, 100% negative, and levels of consciousness. Is it below incarnational level? No. So where are we looking at? It's quite low. It's at the 1 level of consciousness, which is down here. We want it to be all the way up there and all the way up here to Radiant Love New Paradigm level. So I'm just going to ask the God team to do an initial clearing on abuse. So that's abuse, like family abuse, abuse, as I've just described, within the family unit, clearing away any associated pain, shock and trauma, fears that have arisen from it, post-traumatic stress from it as well, raising it up to 100 positive, down to 0 negative, which is where we want everything using this system, and raising it from the 1 level of consciousness all the way down here. Here we are at incarnational. Then we have Spirit, Holy Spirit, Christ status, Light status, Ascended Master, 1 level, Vector level, 3 level, Holy Spirit, and so on, all the way up to the soul level up here and higher, and then on the next page. But all the way up to Radiant Love New Paradigm level, please. Clearing away any programs, any blocks, any emotional attachments to any memories and experiences. If you remember also to set the intention to receive the benefits of this clearing as well. And even if you haven't suffered any abuse yourself, there may be members down your ancestral line that have, and maybe you have in other lifetimes as well. So it's always worth listening to this and getting your teams to clear any programs away as appropriate. It happens at a quantum level, so it doesn't matter when you're watching this. You just have to set your intention to receive. You don't have to understand the system completely. You just have to allow yourself to receive the clearing from it. For your highest good, always for your highest good. So it's still clearing away. So what it's doing at the moment, the bulk of the clearing takes place at the initial stage and at the end stage, and I have to do a little bit of research in between. So you get to see a very, very small part of the clearing, especially the group clearings, because the group clearings, I don't go into any depth of detail. I don't do any research into them. I'm just going through the very surface level, but they're just as powerful. It's up to your teams that you're working with, your high self teams, as to how much gets cleared. It's very much a unique and individual experience. Very, very powerful system, the spiritual response therapy system. Still clearing away, so there's obviously a lot to clear there. Even if you don't feel much with this clearing, just know it's still being done. We're still stripping away layers of programming, layers of emotion, layers of experiences through the ancestral lines, through other lifetimes that you lived across all time and space and dimension, all elevations, seeds, roots, branches, everything, everywhere, all energy bodies as well, all levels of dimension. Still clearing away, I can feel it. And I work very intuitively with this system, so I can really feel the changes, and I can feel when something's moved, and I can feel shifts in the energy. Quite a bit. It feels like we're slowing down a bit here. Yeah. Okay. So let's see where we're going first with this group clearing. We're going to chart 1, and it's taking me to a spiritual kick. And the spiritual kick is like, I always liken it to a kick up the backside, which is a bit rough, but it isn't. It's basically, we get used to holding on to programs. They become very familiar to us. And what we're basically, it's a bit like a jolt. We're basically saying, using the energy, moving the energy along like a jolt to get out of the habit of these programs, holding on to them. It's all too familiar for us all to stay in the victim state sometimes. So we're going to 6A next, which is master programs and discordant energy. And always good to clear these things. So we're looking at inside right, failure. Anything else? No. Do they have past life roots and ancestor roots? We're not going to research them because it's a group clearing here. We're just going to ask that all failure, master programs and discordant energy are cleared across all time, space and dimension for anybody that's watching this clearing for their highest good. I hope you're all keeping well today. The sun is out here at the time of clearing. So it's still spinning around. This is where I need a bit of supermarket music again. It's like watching paint dry, watching the pendulum. It is quite hypnotic, isn't it? Watching the pendulum going around. I can just feel it there. Slowing down now. Okay. The energy moves through me. And we're still on 6A, so let's have a look on 6A. Outside left, powerlessness. Inside right, escapism. Okay, does that have past life roots and ancestor roots? Again, let's clear all powerlessness and escapism. Powerless is not something that's on the official charts. It's something I've added. But it comes up time and time and time again. It'll be on the charts on the other side of life, but it comes up so frequently that I started, I was picking it up such a lot, I decided to add it to the charts. And escapism, yeah, certainly when failure is running, escapism tends to be running as well. So it's we can escape through various addictions, can help us to escape. And getting lost in a bottle of wine can help us to escape, and always dreaming of faraway places, dreaming of holidays and being somewhere else is wanting to escape. And I guess if you've been subjected to a lot of abuse as a child, it would be a habit that you learned as a child to protect yourself, to escape. But it's a habit we want to get out of as an adult. Okay, where we go now? 6B, which is blocks to positive expression. Trying to keep this at 15 minutes, this clearing, so it's not too long. Inside right, we've got abundance, blocks to abundance. Let's clear all blocks to abundance across all time, space and dimension. All elevation, seeds, roots, branches, everything, everywhere. And remember, what I'm clearing here on a surface level is very little to what's being cleared behind the scenes. You're only seeing a very small part of the clearing. And time moves in a different way at quantum levels, and the vibration is much speedier, shall we say, much more speedy. Okay, where are we going next? Chart 11. So we've got dysfunction of thought, codependency of different aspects of the soul, pre-programming. Do we need to find out what the pre-programming is? We don't. Programs the soul is unaware of. Again, do we need to research those? We don't. Cleanse the soul of evil. Anything else? No, this is all at soul level stuff. So we're just going to ask the teams to clear that. My God team to clear all of that. Cleansing the soul of evil. It sounds very dramatic, like a horror movie, but it's this whole system is based on the Bible, so it's got very biblical terms. But I basically refer to it as dense energy. Dense energy is things like anger, anger, despair. It's all very heavy energy. So we're cleansing the soul of all of that heavy energy of that would be accumulated if you've been subjected to abuse or your ancestors had at any moment in time. So we're clearing the soul of that, and clearing dysfunction of thought at Lord of Lords level, which is the first expression of the living soul, and all codependency of different aspects of the soul. Any pre-programming as well that's running is being cleared, and any programs that the soul is unaware of in connection with this clearing is also being cleared from the Lord of Lords level, first expression of the living soul. Clearing away. across all time and space and dimension, elevation, seeds through its branches, everything everywhere, for the highest good of anybody that's watching this now. Lovely. Okay. Right, where are we going next? We're going to chart 17, which is fine tuning. So we're back to the soul level again. Again, Lord of Lords, anything on the inside. We're looking at the Messiah complex that's running there. Need to clear that. Blocks to the creative force. Anything else? Let's clear all blocks to the creative force from anyone watching this, and all Messiah complex programs. All Messiah complex programs. I probably don't need to tell you what that means. See if I can find an official line in my book as to what that means, although it's pretty obvious to me, but and you, I'm sure. No, it doesn't list it in here. I thought it would do in my thing. Messiah complex is probably in the book somewhere, but it's my understanding is yeah, it's like the Messiah, the Jesus complex. It's here to heal everybody. I'm here to heal my family. I'm here to take on the suffering of the world and all of that. That's certainly my understanding, but I will check with the books anyway in case I've got that wrong. But that's my understanding of the Messiah complex. Let's see if it's listed whilst it's clearing away still. If you want to know more about the system, there's a couple of books you can buy by Robert E. Detzler, which is The Freedom Path and Soul Recreation. He's also got a spiritual healing book as well with various geometric shapes in it to help with healing, activating healing mechanisms. Okay, right. Okay, so where are we going next? Chart 26, freedom is free. We've got blocks to there is no judgment, the veil is broken, and illness is only an illusion. Anything else? Let's just clear all those blocks that are running there. Again, we're not going into any depth with these. Okay, lovely. Where are we going next? We're going to chart 27, learning is fun. Those are spiritual blocks at spirit level. Sorry, learning blocks at spirit level on here. So we've got learning blocks to we are caught up in misbeliefs. The intention is growth. 2 levels of learning, spiritual and physical. We're involved in planetary energies. We've experience is the process. Anything else? Ascension is the purpose. And again, I think that's it. Let's just clear all those learning blocks, however many there are. Normally I don't ask how many there are for each individual there, and check to see if there's any research needing doing. But we're just going to ask the teams that are working with you, your high self teams, to clear any blocks, any of those learning blocks that I've just spoken about at spirit level from you, to bring you back into perfect health, harmony and balance there. So as with all these clearings, the popular ones I'll do, you know, further clearings on as well. So we start really getting stuck into the layers of these over time. Some of the clearings you'll feel more than others, depending on how much stuff you have running. Anything else? No. Can we therefore go to mop up? So this is quite an early, quick mop up then. So normally I would, we're going straight to mop up with this. Normally with the mop up, I'd read through all these instructions with an affirmation. And this is a super quick clearing today, but it's nonetheless just as powerful. So just allow it to take away any programs, clear any programs or that needs to be done, because the bulk of the clearing's being done on the other side right now. And I'm not reading through the whole list. They know what the list is in this instance, and normally I'd go with an affirmation as well, but they're just going to clear it all that's appropriate for anybody watching this at any time. It's worth watching all the videos on my sites for these, because even if you haven't got issues with certain things that you're aware of, sometimes people become aware of them at a different date, or sometimes it's ancestral energy that's running, and sometimes it's other lifetime energy that we're holding on to. It certainly won't do you any harm, put it that way. It'll just, all it does is remove stuff that's creating disease or inharmony in any way. Right, okay, are we done? Are we finished? Is there anything else to be done at this time? No. Okay, can we seal the Akashic records with the changes? Okay, where's it running now? 100 positive, 0 negative, very clear, much lighter as well. Okay, and where are we looking at? We're looking at Radiant Love New Paradigm levels. So there you go. There's another clearing done, folks, for you. And any questions, drop down in the comments below, or contact me via my website. And if you're looking for a personal SRT clearing, then I have a package running on my website you can purchase, and contact me via the website. We go into a lot more detail for the individual ones, so I hope it helps you anyway. Lots of love to you all. Take care. Bye.